This is a part 2, y'all. That story is going to be way too long, and I started to see that. I started going left hill. Y'all going to have to get increments of that story because it's a part of a long, big story, and I don't know how to close it and make it small right now. So we're just going to talk about another self-reflection in the thing. I did notice I was going the wrong direction, and I didn't truly care in the beginning because I felt like, at first I didn't know I was going in the wrong direction. I thought I was helping him. I thought my love could change him. I thought being around a person of positive, true character would make that influence be so strong that it's contagious and that person will start being of good character. So that was my intentions at first. After a while, I seen that was not going nowhere. I removed myself for a very long time. We were not together for like 6 months, if not like 4, 5. And in those 4 or 5 months, I was refining myself. I was getting myself together. And that is when I got my bins. After like 5, 6 months of me just focused on myself. And I ended up falling into another bad situation just because my focus was never being put in the right things. And I feel like in that first situation, when he started to get more of my time, because I started driving like 6 hours to go out there to Fresno to see him. And when I started to notice he started getting more time than my child, I stopped that. And after I started to notice, like, I'm going out here trying to show somebody love, and they're literally showing me why I should not be doing this because that's not my job. Each and every time I go out there putting their hands on me, this ain't it. So after that situation, I got back into pouring into myself, pouring into my child, being the best mother I can to her. And then the distractions came along again. And me, at that time, not spiritually mature, I didn't see that's what was going on, and I fell back into the trap. And I started to give that person more of my time. That I lost my job, something I never had happened to me. At this point, I am 20 years old. No. What the heck am I talking about? At this point, I am 23 years old. And like I told you, since 16, I've had money, I've had a bag. I've never, no, like I've lost cars. Like I said, I've had 9. The longest I've went at this point was only 4 days. Then after that, the longest was 7 days, and this was still in sin. But it was because I've always had an ambitious, go-getting mentality to me. And I've always known, like, oh, I got to make something happen for my child. So having that type of mindset has always kept me in right standing. But the second that now that started to not be my focus, everything started being taken away from me. So when I lost my job in 2023, I was like, I don't understand this. This ain't making no sense. This ain't it. If not, it was like the end of 2022. Yeah, because I think it was like on and off, because I did little jobs in between there, but it was on and off. I didn't have a job since like the end of 2023, the middle of 2023. So when that had happened, I had to get away from that person because I'm like, this ain't it. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I started doing what I needed to. I wasn't even doing what I needed to do. I started getting further and further away. And mind you, at this point, like, I was overweight, and what I've noticed is I've never took care of my body because I've always been a people pleaser, always been trying to look for love, seek it in everything. That I've always gave everybody me and all of me, and never gave me any of me. I've never poured into myself, never uplifted myself, never encouraged myself. And it's crazy, I'm people's biggest cheerleader. I like literally speak life into others, and I look back and I was like, damn, I wasn't even doing that for myself. What the heck? So when I looked back at that situation, I'm like, I've never poured that much energy and attention into like my physical appearance or my health. I need to take care of my body. Like, I don't like this anymore. Not even just this. Like, I felt like at this point, I really felt like I was dying. And I was like, I have to change my health. I want to live for a long time to see my child grow up, to see my kids. Like, really, like, I need to make sure I'm around for that. And I know that I have to do what it takes to get there. So I started to walk. I started to focus on my health. I started to become holistic. And that's all you guys are going to get today about the first step I took when all of this happened. Y'all got to stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm sorry that this is a little long series, but I promise y'all we going to get to it. And this ain't the end of everything, but just stay tuned, stay patient. I'm coming back with part 2 tomorrow. And by the end of this week, I promise y'all will know about the whole backstory on how I even made it to Moreno Valley again, how I even got baptized the first time, how I got saved the second time. And y'all have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.